Hello, my fellow Africans. My name is Chris Anu. I crave your indulgence today for a little slot of your precious time to pass this very crucial message to you. On March 8 this year, a ritual will take place in the United Kingdom, but it isn't going to be anything new. It is something we all are very familiar with. It has existed ever before many of us were even born. It's a yearly ritual, and it is called Commonwealth Day. Commonwealth Day. Commonwealth Day used to be called Empire Day, and those of us old enough, born and bred in Africa, still do remember the rigorous and colorful commemoration of Empire Day in our teenage years. This year's event on March 8 is centered around the theme, delivering a common future for the member states of the Commonwealth. The organizers say that the theme is meant to highlight how the 54 member countries of the Commonwealth are, and I quote, innovating, connecting and transforming, and of course to help achieve some of its biggest goals, like protecting natural resources and boosting trade. On their website, it is written that the Commonwealth, and I quote again, is a voluntary association of 54 independent and equal countries, end of quote. It goes on to add that, I quote again, our members work together to promote prosperity, democracy and peace, amplify the voice of small states, and protect the environment. Fellow Africans, as I proceed, please, I need you to pay attention as I take a critical examination of these key goals of the Commonwealth. Delivering of a common future, protecting natural resources, and boosting trade. And above all, they say, promotion of prosperity, democracy, and peace. Since its creation, have we Africans ever felt the impact of such high-sounding ambitions in the continent of the Commonwealth? The Commonwealth of Nations was founded in 1931 after British conquered territories began gaining independence. Faced with the danger of seeing the wealth of the British Empire, particularly in Africa, sandwiched between neo-colonial powers, the Commonwealth was predicated to keep the wealth of these former colonies within the sphere of influence of the Queen, and the Queen only. The Commonwealth became necessary after the independence of former British colonies, so as to serve as the link or the mechanism that should continue to conserve the wealth and the riches of the colonies exclusively for the United Kingdom. That is exactly why the Commonwealth is here. We Africans are yet to see the benefits of the Commonwealth, and I will explain. The Commonwealth is a tool through which the United Kingdom keeps the wealth of Africa under her firm grip, and giving very little in exchange for it. And again, I will explain. The ideas of promotion of prosperity, a common future for all member states, the promotion of democracy and peace for all, they are mere smoke screens. They do not and have never applied or meant anything to the African member states of the Commonwealth. promotion of prosperity and a common future for all member states applies, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps only to Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Japan, and Singapore besides the United Kingdom, not to Africa and the Caribbean member states. In fact, let's put it this way. The Commonwealth is to English Africa exactly what the Francophonie is to Francophone Africa, where our wealth and resources are plundered for platitudes such as those we read in Commonwealth promises. Can Great Britain or the Commonwealth show us Africans where they are or where they have actually promoted prosperity, democracy, and peace in Africa? The Commonwealth still harbors most of the world's seat-tied rulers and dictators, and guess where they are? In English Africa. The Commonwealth harbors some of the world's most corrupt leaders, and they are in Africa. Yet, year after year, the Commonwealth lectures us about prosperity and democracy. Can they show us the environment they are saving in Africa, other than using same to impoverish generations born and unborn in Africa? Does saving the environment in Africa truly mean anything to the United Kingdom? If you were so, author and writer Ken Saro-Wiwa of Ogoniland, Nigeria, would still be alive today. We cannot forget just so soon that in Nigeria, Ken Saro-Wiwa was sentenced to death by hanging for demanding reparations for the environmental mutilation inflicted on his community, remotely managed from England, the United Kingdom. And guess who was at the center of this? It was Share Oil Company. And guess who owns Share? The United Kingdom, of course. As dire as the Ogoniland situation in Nigeria was, it took the Commonwealth tremendous world pressure, ladies and gentlemen, to take up sanctions against Sani Abacha, the then military leader of Nigeria. These sanctions meant absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing, after Saro-Wiwa was killed. Else you forget, the United Kingdom was one of the last world powers to condemn apartheid, minority rule in South Africa, and freedom for Nelson Mandela. In fact, for the United Kingdom, Nelson Mandela was nothing but a terrorist who should remain and die in jail. How else does one explain that the Republic of Cameroon was admitted into the Commonwealth and remains in the Commonwealth despite her abysmal human rights record? The Commonwealth then gave a lame excuse that the admission of Cameroon was to enable the organization to monitor and oblige Cameroon to improve on her human rights record. Cameroon was first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, admitted into the Commonwealth because of her English-speaking population. But all what that English-speaking population has benefited from the Commonwealth is discrimination against them by French Cameroon leaders. Almost all Commonwealth scholarships to Cameroon go to Francophones who can barely articulate the English language. Yet, the Commonwealth is out to combat discrimination, prosperity, on the issue of defending and protecting human rights and equality. It should be recalled that Nigeria was suspended from the Commonwealth in 1995 because General Sani Abacha, then head of state of Nigeria, had defied popular outcry across the world and executed 9 Ogoni activists. Today, French Cameroon soldiers have killed well over 15,000 civilians in the southern Cameroon's Amazonia. And they have displaced close to 1 million people and more than 100,000 as refugees across West and Central Africa alone. And their soldiers have also razed over 400 towns and villages. Yet, the Commonwealth is mute over it. Cameroon still maintains a seat at the Commonwealth. What is it going to take, ladies and gentlemen? Or exactly how many people have to die in the southern Cameroons before the Commonwealth takes it a duty to spit out Cameroon out of that organization? How many people have to abandon homes? How many refugees, fellow Africans, do they have to produce? Is the Commonwealth's promotion of world peace selective and limited to certain member countries only? How come that Paul Biya, the sit-tight president of Cameroon, declared war on the southern Cameroons, and for more than 4 years, not a single Commonwealth nation, not even the United Kingdom, has dared to condemn the killings in the southern Cameroon, talk less of calling for a ceasefire. Strangely enough, the United Kingdom has been more interested in negotiating oil deals with a dictator whose hands are stained with the blood of innocent southern Cameroonians. I'm talking about Paul Biya. The £1.5 billion oil deal signed between Bellowing Oil and Gas, a British consortium, and the most recent trade deals condemned by the Honorable Emily Thornberry are glaring examples of the United Kingdom and Commonwealth's hypocrisy or double standard. Why the United States government has withdrawn military aid to Cameroon for using it against Amazonians and expelled Cameroon from Africa Growth and Opportunities Act for gross human rights abuses. Why the United States has resolved to unilaterally intervene to stop the genocide in the southern Cameroons if need be. The United Kingdom is busy negotiating shady trade deals with a monster, Paul Biya, a barbarian in Yaoundé. Fellow Africans, Africa is benefiting very little from the Commonwealth. Instead of promoting democracy and prosperity as they promised, they dine with dictators who are enslaving our people. What is Africa taking home from the Commonwealth? In the place of prosperity, they plunder our resources and leave us even poorer. Why is Somaliland not yet recognized as an independent country after more than 5 democratic elections and transitions in that country? Why? Why is the Commonwealth not defending the southern Cameroon, for which they admitted Cameroon into the Commonwealth? Why is the Commonwealth not purging itself of sit-tight 21st century despots in African heads of states? How can England just continue doing business as usual with Paul Biya of Cameroon, with such degree of humanitarian suffering that Paul Biya's regime continues to inflict upon the innocent? This is the call to action. We want Africa out of the Commonwealth. Write to the Queen, to the Commonwealth Secretary General, and tweet them too. Let them know that in this 21st century, There is a never again generation of Africans who want nothing like the Commonwealth, whose mission it is to preserve world, ladies and gentlemen, for the United Kingdom. Thank you for watching, and please join us at africatownhall.com, africatownhall.com, for a discussion on this subject.